Hi there, Lee Farnell here from Everyday Empowerment Institute. Thanks for listening. In this program, we're going to be talking about 7 tips, 7 tools to help you make 2022 a great year, and in fact, the best year you've ever had. Get ready, get your notepad, and let's blast off. Well, hi there and welcome back. It's Lee Farnell here, and I really want to spend some time with you right now to help you plan 2022. Here we are in the week before Christmas of 2021. We've had COVID, we've had all sorts of crazy things happen in 2021. Some people have had one of their best years ever with COVID and tourism and hospitality, certainly up and down the coast of Western Australia, and others have had their absolute worst year. I've literally just got off the phone talking to one of my mates who's literally just had a relationship breakdown. He's clearly depressed and upset, and I had a conversation with him about ideas to help him go to the next level. And some of these things we're going to talk about here will help you, whether you're in a good state or a bad state. Either way, let's help make your life, make your career, make your business super successful and satisfying and enjoyable in 2022. So what's point number one? Well, tip number one is imagine it. Vision. What does 2022 look like? If 2022 is going to be a brilliant year for you, what does it look like? Spend some time brainstorming it out. As they say, Stephen Covey, begin with the end in mind. If you can imagine it, you can create it. Walt Disney, dream it, plan it, do it. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. You need to activate the power of imagination. The power of imagination, the power of creativity, that one thing that human beings have that probably no other animal life has, is the power of imagination, to be able to create our future, to see it first. I mean, think of Elon Musk and SpaceX, or Elon Musk and Tesla. He wrote it down over 10 years ago what would happen and what his mission and purpose was. I mean, there's so many fantastic role models and examples of imagining. We call it life by design. Life by design. In fact, it's one of our introductory programs you can get access to on the Everyday Empowerment website that's about to launch. The Everyday Empowerment Institute website is so comprehensive. I've been sharing it with people, giving people a sneak preview of it, and they're going, man, that is unbelievable. It's so comprehensive. And of course, Gary and I have been working on this right through COVID to literally relaunch, to take our 40 years of coaching, training, immersing ourselves in unleashing human potential, and putting it into a website that we can then share with you with online platform, online learning, online community, online support to help you, as Gary talks about, getting a taste of the good life, to actually design your life. The good life, what a good life means for you could be completely different to the person next to you, but customizing plans to help you imagine it and then create it. Life by design. We talk about taking it from non-existence, that is just an idea, into existence. Profitable, prosperous existence. So imagine it. So if you don't have a copy of the Life Wheel Planner, then get a copy of it, because the Life Wheel Planner starts to ask you questions like, okay, in 2022, by the end of 2022, in 1 year from now, how would you want your money and finance to look? How would you want your career and your personal growth to look? How would you want your health and fitness to look? What about recreation and sport and family? What about the environment you work in and live in? If you hold it in your mind, create it in the real world. It all starts with inner world imagination, which again, as we'll talk about this, the Everyday Empowerment Institute Business Growth Parthenon. Everything starts from stillness in the inner world. So use this break, use this Christmas break as an opportunity to sit quietly under a tree, down the beach, 5:30 in the morning, where it's calm, and start to meditate and use the power of your imagination. How do I want my life to look and be by December 2022? If we were to go beyond that to December 2023, life by design. We've got a whole program on this that you can get access to for less than $200, I think, on the Everyday Empowerment Institute website. It's a fantastic program that we've put together with worksheets, workbooks, MP3 programs, and coaching support for less than $200 to get you involved, to give you the opportunity to craft, design, and then live into your goals. What about the community and the people you want to surround yourself with? Who do you want to make sure you're surrounded with? Because we talk about social support systems, ecosystems, family and friends, partners and love. What about your own personal growth and your own personal learning? And then what about spirituality, your connection with the universe, your connection with the invisible? We know that when you are creating, it's not just about the physical level, what do you do with your body and actions, but what do you do in terms of mental, your thinking, taking control of your mind and your intellect? What exercises are you doing to actually nurture your mind and your intellect in a way that's going to help you build and create, not destroy? My poor friend that I spoke to, right now he's sitting at home focusing on a whole range of what could have happened, should have happened, a whole lot of disempowering thoughts. His mind and his great intellect at the moment is using it against himself. That's not good. He wants help to say, hey, there's a choice. You are both the director and the actor and the scriptwriter and the observer in your own life drama. So point one, imagine it. Use the Life Wheel Plan. If you want a copy of it, touch base. Point two, team. You cannot do it all on your own. So you want to recruit a life team. You want to recruit a business team. You want to recruit a sport team. You want to recruit a money team. Because you, left to your own devices, you can't optimize your potential. You know, we're a bit like horses. We are herd animals. We are social animals. You're going to get the best out of yourself when you surround yourself with a great team. And that could include virtual assistants, marketing assistants, career advice assistant, mentoring assistants. Who's on your team? If you're not getting the results you want, you have not recruited the best team at this point in time yet. Life team, money team, career team. And again, that's what we do at Everyday Empowerment Institute. Let us be on your team, and you can come and join our team in terms of the Everyday Empowerment Institute community, a community of people committed to living their best life and at the same time empowering others to live their best life. So one, vision, imagine it. Two, recruiting a team. Three, you want an ecosystem of excellence. Ecosystem. What is the ecosystem in which you live, work, train, operate? Right now, next year, we're developing further our business networking ecosystem, where we've got a whole process to help people discover just how good they can be. Unleash, unlock, unlimited, we call it. Unleash, unlock, unlimited. Unleash the potential, unlock that hidden potential, and then know your future is only limited by your own limiting beliefs. Your future is only limited by your own limiting beliefs. So you want people around you who will expect more of you than you expect of yourself, to stretch you beyond your comfort zone. We want you living your best life, discovering your best self. Why? Because, as they say, one candle can light 1,000 other candles and still be intact and functioning. You, as a candle, lighting and enlightening others to help them discover just how great they can be. That's why at Everyday Empowerment Institute we say empower yourself first and then go empower others. Light yourself first, enlighten yourself first, so that you can then be a role model and share your knowledge with others, which again is why we have our Everyday Empowerment Institute affiliate program, where people can take our material and begin sharing it with others, like a fertilizer of knowledge, a fertilizer of empowerment, whether it be in Singapore or Hong Kong or California or Berlin or Johannesburg. We want people all around the world taking Everyday Empowerment Institute material and sharing it worldwide, creating ecosystems of excellence. And we've built those, we've got the templates, and we can share those with you if that's something that you want to do in terms of transforming your own life and then transforming others' lives. Life, career, business, personal growth, career advancement, smarter business solutions, creating economic empowerment, creating prosperity for millions of people around the world. That's the mission of Everyday Empowerment Institute. We're ecosystems of excellence, standards where the people around you expect you to live your best life and be your best self and share the tools. And boy, it's just beautiful to see when we're running these networking events how the Everyday Empowerment Institute tools, and that's just one of them that we use, really are transforming people's lives and businesses. It's so satisfying. So vision, team, 2, 3, ecosystem of excellence. 4, you need to have a whole of person, whole of business approach. You see, your business can't grow, your career can't grow, your family can't grow until you develop yourself. So it's a whole of person, we call it a holistic approach, whole of person, whole of business approach, which is why we have the Everyday Empowerment Institute Business Growth Parthenon. There are 12 components, and when you join our elite program, you work with us over a 12-cycle period of time, a 3-year, 36-month process, because change doesn't happen. I mean, yes, change does happen instantaneously because you make a decision, but if you're serious about literally growing a business or a career, particularly if you have a small, medium or large business, 12 months goes like that, and you want to be in it for a 36-month cycle. But not everyone can join that because only people who demonstrate their willingness to make change, and that's why people get involved in our 1-cycle program, our 12-week program, so that we test it out. We talk about mind, money, marketing, and if you get value from that, and we know people do get value, and you prove that you will be committed to making change, then you can join the elite program, or more to the point, you can apply to join, and we'll evaluate that and see, well, will that work for you or not? But either way, it's a whole of person, whole of business approach, because it's about you and your inner world. Thoughts, beliefs, rules. As I said, there are 4 levels. The physical level, what you're doing with your body, actions you take. The mental level, your thoughts, your beliefs, that inner world programming, your intellect, your mind. Emotions, your emotions, happiness, sadness, gratitude, anger, anxiety, calmness, stillness. Your emotions create the next level. Your emotions and your thinking create the next level, which is energetics. What energy are you putting out there? What are you focusing on, and what emotions do you have? One of the fellows I know, pretty much every conversation is angry with someone. And then we wonder why he has a major health problem right now. Another fellow that we know, every conversation is around how much money he's lost. It was a real estate deal, he lost this, or in a business deal, he lost this, or a salesperson that he knew ripped his clients away from him and he lost that. Well, if you're constantly focusing on loss and you're constantly feeling angry about that loss, you're energizing what vibration you're creating. That's why you need to understand the power of energetics and the power of the inner world. Come and join us on that because, again, in our personal development and our Life, the 7 Essential Keys program, it's absolutely brilliant because it deals with all of those levels, including relationships, money, leadership, business. It really is a fantastic program, taking a whole of person, whole of business approach, holistic approach, inner world, outer world. The 5th point I want to make is when you are making change, when you want growth, work in 90-day cycles. 90-day cycles, it's one of the secrets. A 3-month plan, chunk it down, just like a public company, they're reporting every 90 days, and then those 90-day cycles get broken down into 30-day plans, which are broken down into weekly plans, which are broken down into daily plans. Well, there's a lot of planning. Hey, are you better off having a plan or just winging it? Let me tell you, just imagine. Can you imagine any multi-story building, got a multi-story building down the road being built, a 20-story building? Let's just wing it, boys. Let's not have a plan. Let's just build it and hope it stays up. It doesn't work that way. The same with your life. You want the plan. You want solid foundations for that plan. You want those foundations to go deep in the ground because the bigger you want to grow, the deeper you want the foundations. The same with a tree. The bigger the tree, the deeper the foundations. And again, the deeper and more extensive the root system, the more able the tree will be to survive tough conditions. So what is your root system and how extensive is it? How much have you invested in that root system, or have you just tried to grow without an extensive root system? But the 90-day cycles are a fantastic strategy that we use and we want you to use in 2022 and beyond as well. Point 6 is your online presence. What we know now is that 60 to 80% of the buying decision is made online before someone even makes contact with you. What we find is so many people are completely unaware, not conscious of their digital footprint, whether it be Facebook, LinkedIn, their landing pages, their CRM, their use of, when I say CRM, client relationship management or customer relationship management, contact relationship management system. Very important. We've got a free report on this, by the way, if you want to find out more about it. Your digital, particularly in relation to digital lead generation. So what are you doing in regard to your online presence? Again, if you want us to have a quick 10-minute conversation with you to begin to ask you some of the questions to make you even more aware of what can be done or could be done or should be done, we will give you feedback on your online presence, your digital footprint, because these days people are looking you up and studying you from afar before they ever pick up the phone or text you or send you an email or DM you. So what does your online presence look like? And I highly recommend you get someone professional to do an online presence audit, a digital footprint audit, because your digital footprint is either attracting or repelling potential customers or partners or people you want to do business with. Get ready, by the way, for the Everyday Empowerment Institute online presence, because it's going to be absolutely fantastic in 2022. So we talked about vision, team, ecosystem of excellence, whole of person, whole of business approach, 90-day cycles, your online presence and doing an audit, a digital audit. And 7, get a coach or a mentor. Get a coach or a mentor. Get someone who's been there, done that, had the experience, got the track record to guide you, help you, because any top athlete in sport has a coach. Why? Because the coach can see the potential and can see what needs to be done way ahead of the player. The player is too close to themselves and are limited by their own beliefs of what's possible or not. Players' ego at times can get right in the way where they think they're legends, or they even think they don't need to train anymore. And of course, that's the beginning of the end. There's so many examples of tennis players or others versus the champions, everyone from Michael Jordan onwards, Usain Bolt. Think of any top sports person, they all have a coach, and the coach in most cases is getting them to stretch their comfort zones. In physical education terms, it's called progressive overload, because the body can adapt. The body and the mind can withstand way more than you think it can withstand. And as it does so, as you expand the comfort zone, you expand your capability. Whether you're a US Navy SEAL or SAS or Commando, part of the process, part of the project is stretching the comfort zone and people discovering just how resilient, just how good they can be, which again is me working with my business partner, Gary Capelli. Gary is constantly challenging me. Whatever I come up with, he goes, we can take that to another level. My comfort zone goes, oh no, not another level. But I know that I'll respond to his challenge, because my beingness responds to a challenge. People say, Lee, you're very competitive. I say, I'm not competitive until someone wants to compete with me. But that, as the word compete means, to strive together. It's when we're competing, we actually discover just how good we can be. We just played a fantastic water polo game last Sunday, 2 groups of mates, the 2 swimming squads, and it was goal for 3.5 quarters. And there were so many great passages of play that we couldn't do on our own. And I'm so happy to say, we won by 2 goals. So that's even better. But it was the joy of competing with each other in a spirit of competition. As one of the guys said, gee, that was a tough game. You guys weren't easy on each other. There was no bloodshed, although one of the guys showed me a big bruise he had on his ribs today. He was one of my guys on my team, but the bruise doesn't hurt as much because we won. Anyway, what's that got to do with anything? It means get a coach. Get someone who'll get you to stretch your comfort zone. New knowledge, new thinking, new actions. And invariably what we find is, just because you read a book or watch a YouTube clip You've got some new knowledge, but it's the application of that new knowledge. And invariably, what happens when someone tries something new that they've never done before, they stuff it up or they get stuck. And when they get stuck, they go, that doesn't work, and they revert back. And the role of the coach, the role of the mentor, is to help you refine the strategy, try again, refine it. It's not that the strategy doesn't work, it's your application of the strategy doesn't work. And so we are in the business of what we call 5A learning: adult, active, applied learning with accountability, with 24/7 access, because we want you immersing yourself in new knowledge, but then immersing yourself in the implementation of that new knowledge. And we call it high tech, high touch, because it means not only can you go online and access all the technology to help you, but high touch means you get access to a coach, you get access to an experienced, qualified person who can help you understand and make refinements and adjust and answer your questions and get you unstuck to keep moving forward to discover your best life. So get a coach or mentor, a life coach, a career coach, a wealth coach, a business coach, a happiness coach, a coach to help you with your inner world well-being. And we cover all of those areas at Everyday Empowerment Institute because it's whole of person, whole of business, whole of person, whole of career. Your inner world will shape and create your outer world. It's called the law of successful living. Your thoughts will create and shape your external reality. So, point one, vision, imagine it, get that life wheel planner. 2, recruit a team, evaluate your team over the Christmas break. You know, who's on the team? Who do you need to recruit on your team? Where are your limitations and gaps to get people on your team to help you plug those gaps so that you can realize your full potential? And that then forms your ecosystem of excellence, people expecting more of you than you expect of yourself, living your best life, your best self. 4, whole of person, whole of business approach. Work on yourself, work on that inner world, the inner world then shaping the outer world. The 90-day cycles, use 90-day cycles. And again, come and join us and join our system of 90-day cycles. Join the programs that will help you and certify how well you implement those 90-day cycles. Your online presence, your digital footprint. Come and do an audit. What do you have? How can it be improved so that you accelerate, fast track your success? Take the handbrakes off, because your digital footprint is going to be between 60 and 80% of your success in 2022 and beyond. And how do you do all that? Get a coach, get a mentor, a life coach, a business coach, a career coach, a wealth coach, happiness coach, a coach to help you be your best self, discover your best self, live your best life. If you like what we've talked about here, share it with your friends. Contact us, say hello, give us some feedback. We love people to give us feedback. Thanks for listening. I'm Lee Farnell. Have a great Christmas and a great New Year, and let's make 2022 your best year ever. Everyday Empowerment Institute, clarity today for growth tomorrow. Thanks for listening. I'm Lee Farnell.